beautiful. Alrighty. There we are. There we are. Perfect. Mr. Crosby, you do not need to try and snort on my cabbage. And no, that is not code for jazz cabbage or anything similar. It is literally it's a steamed stir-fried cabbage, and cribbage has decided to commit a felony, which is stealing father's food. And there we go. Ooh, Mr. Egg. Oh my goodness, your toes are sharp. Oh my god. Alright, and there we are. Publish. Swell. There we are. Alrighty, and they're fighting some minor technical difficulties. Only one of which is really four-legged fur child induced. Sweet. All right. Hey, hey, unknown. How you doing? There we go. There we go. Alrighty. So how is everybody this evening? That's fair. My desktop is an unruly, unorganized chaos pile. And I'm doing pretty okay, all said and done, outside of having to fight with my bank to block a certain gym that may or may not rhyme with Fanet Pitness. There we are. Oh, you have to do it right now. I mean, that's kind of fair. But yeah, no. Uh, my this is kind of like the culmination of an ongoing battle with this company for probably the last. But probably the last like, oh god, I had to say like 2 years. Yeah, it's been that long. 2 years that I have been fighting with these folks, and I have delivered them everything from a digital letter of cancellation. I have hand delivered it to the store. I have called their corporate office an absolutely ungodly number of times. I'm not gonna lie, it's been kind of a problem. Um, and the fat story, very skinny, is that they decided that when the ex-wife made a account and got a membership. Ah, that's totally understandable. Do not speak and drive is no bueno. I'm happy to play over the radio if you have Bluetooth. But it's one of those things where this has been an ongoing battle where they try and randomly charge my card, or they try and randomly direct charge my account, and I have to tell my bank, hey, no, they've been canceled on a umpteen billion times. And then I have to go through the whole rigmarole with my bank of saying, yes, I know that I canceled it. Yes, I've called them already. And then having to go through and then effectively go through the fraud department to get it charged. And yeah, it's been multiple years. And finally, I hopefully have a resolution. Because these dickholes have effectively refused to really do much of anything and like get anything done um, to fix the problem. And so I've had to go directly to my bank and say, hey, bank, I need you to just tell them to fuck off, please, and thank you. Preferably, I need you to tell them to fuck off forever. Um, yeah, it's kind of a big problem because they. I'm kind of stopping mid thought because I'm like watching Star Citizen have a stroke here. I mean, go figure, it is Star Citizen, and that does happen from time to time, but still. Star Citizen, why? Why? Not that this is particularly surprising. I know that there was an update recently, and gosh. I hope that the update didn't break everything. There we go. Be right backus. Gotta love when you gotta, like, something just immediately dies and they're just like, ah, yeah, you need to verify all of your files. I mean, to be fair, that's exactly how I fix games when they break on Steam, but still, your update should not break your own game. Like, if I have mods, different story. Then, hey, I am fully well aware that I may brick my computer by updating and not updating mods. But still. Okay. And hopefully this time it behaves better. But you never know. It is Star Citizen after all. And Star Citizen does have what I would call a penchant for doing some real funky junk. Whew. Oh, come on. Well, it's trying. We shall see. Maybe. Star Citizen, why must you behave so? Okay, that's better. Okay. There we go. We're gonna try that one more again. There. Whew. My nose is extremely itchy. Probably because I'm smelling all that bullshit. Oh, goodness. All right. I'd be willing to bet that I'm probably getting thrown into a server that's got a million billion people, and they're all doing things that are causing other things to explode. And Star Citizen is just having a stroke. Ooh. Hmm. I can't wait to play the new Elden update. I've been playing recently and loved it. To be honest, I think I would hate Soul, or okay, that's fair. That's fair. Um, I'm not a huge Dark Souls fan. Gosh, I have encountered so many problems when I play Souls style games. I it is there is a lot of anger there. There's a lot of repressed anger, and some not repressed, if you'll believe it. Ugh. I Star Citizen, I feel like you may be having some problems here. Then again, it could be the new update is just chunking. I wonder if it's gonna like, huh? Oh, would have thought, yeah. Hey, Jiffy, how we doing? Let's see here. I'm trying to remember where I last logged out at. I thought I was on a station. Yeah, there I go. There it goes. It just taking a minute. Great googly moogly. Okay. Come on! Okay. Oh, very nice. I am currently doing Star Citizen. uh, Not really anything particularly exciting. I mean, outside of streaming. But no, today, because the Xenothreat thingamabob is going on, I thought I would take this opportunity to go to other planets that might be a little less chaotic, while everyone else is enjoying the chaos of the Xenothreat thing, and kind of go through the weapons that are here in Star Citizen, because I enjoy me a gun. It's a good time. And Star Citizen has done a really good job of trying to keep the firearms and stuff pretty, not varied, unique. That's the word I'm looking for. More unique. But I'll have to try and find some of the other ones, because there are some weapons that you just straight up can't buy. There are rocket launchers. There's a railgun. Gosh, a whole bunch of different ones. All of which you cannot buy. You have to just kind of random into them. But we are going to see if they have fixed this problem. Ha! Beautimus. Oh. Probably helps if I push the right button. I was like, why isn't my inventory coming up? And then I realized I was pushing O. It's like, that's not the inventory button. It is I, the universal inventory button. Okay. I'm glad there's at least some stuff that ain't monetized. Oh, so the thing is that Star Citizen is, like, they heavily monetize the ships, but everything else is, like ships and skins and, like, that's all heavily monetized, but the game itself is always free. Like, the game updates are always free. And all of the events and everything else, that is also always free. It is just the, like, events, or it's just the getting into the game itself. You can buy different skins, and you can buy, like, armor sets and stuff that you will have all the time, but it doesn't mean that they're any better than the stuff you can get in the game. In fact, if you wanted to buy this game, and you wanted to spend the bare bones on the game, you could buy the game for $45. I think that's the cheapest one right now. I think, maybe? Anyway, you absolutely could just buy the game for $45. And then you would have access to everything, and then you'd be able to go make money. You wouldn't be any more or less, like, oh dear, that's something. Oh, all right. But you wouldn't be any more or less, like, equipped, prepared, or otherwise ready to go than any other player. Because you'd still have the same kind of starting currency. Skins were a badge of skill. Oh, so some of them are. Some of them are. You can go out and find them. You can go buy some, like, in-game credits. You can buy those. Sometimes you just get them for free from the developers. Like, for different events, they'll just give people stuff, which is kind of cool. But I will absolutely admit that the game still has absolutely its own quirks. And then we're going to turn that off. Alright, and let's pull open the old whatchamahoosit. Boop! Alright, the bounty hunter. Okay, what we got here? Zaid Shapiro. The Shapiro line continues into the future. It must be stopped. We're absolutely taking this, by the way. The Xenothreat ambush. Okay, yeah, we'll accept this. Sure, why not? Just cause. We'll go over here. Mercenary. And then call to arms. Heck yeah, we're gonna take that.
Thanks again. Duly out.
Okay. Okay, so you can kind of see down here. It's weird that they do this weird bit up here. I assume that this is just a bug or a UI bug, but eventually they are going to have, like, this fixed. And then I figured that it would be good to have the subtitles on for you guys in the event that you can't see or can't hear any of the chaos that is going on in the background. So we'll do that, and we're just going to turn that off. All right. Huh. Okay. Weird. I thought there was somebody right behind me. I was just like, can you not? Okay. Well, let's come over here.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
And so a lot of these that you're seeing here. So this is, I think it's still Alien Week, technically. Well, or it's the Free Fly event anyway. Eventually they will do a server-wide reset, or not a reset, but like a server-wide purge of like the free shit that they gave for like the alien ships. But they give players an opportunity to like mess with them, so that yes, you can buy them, but also just so that people can kind of get a feel for different ships. So like this one is one that I got for free, another one that I got for free, another one that I got for free, another one for free. This is really the only one that I bought technically. I used to have a Cutlass, which is kind of like the basic Beans ship. And I ended up, and once I realized I enjoyed the game, I just upgraded slightly. I think it cost me a total, because I bought it on sale, and I bought it during a sale thingamabob, so like it was, I think the grand total I have invested in this game is like maybe $100, maybe? But that's, again, over the course of like a year. And, boy, I've invested way more in Destiny. I have a problem. No, I genuinely enjoy Destiny, and that's the whole reason why I enjoy, and why I don't mind paying for those. But yes, I've only invested essentially a Destiny DLC into this game grand total, and I got this guy. Oh, yeah, it was just like the computer's like, hey, quit fucking around.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
So I got this guy. I bought this guy for real. And then it comes with this thing as a parasite fighter, which is basically, it's a little ship that is docked in the butt of the ship. I think I've shown you guys, maybe not. We'll see it. And then I got this for free. This came with the 'cause it was a thing. I forget what the hell it was. It was like some bonus thing where basically I got this guy, and then I got this guy for free because I upgraded rather than just like buying the ship outright. And so I ended up and I got a free little upgrade, which was kind of nice. So you can have this guy as kind of like your multi-man and just general purpose ship. And then if you want to just float around in like an A-wing looking SOB, then this is the guy. But we're gonna take the Constellation. So go to the hangar. Doop doop boop doop. Okay. Boop. And then go to my hangar 6. And up, there it goes. Alrighty. Oh, I keep forgetting to like put the little color scheme on it. I have a color scheme on my home planet for this ship, which I love it anyway. This ship very much gives me Mass Effect vibes. And of course, the skin that I have for it is a skin that is like white and blue, and so it absolutely has Mass Effect vibes to it, and it's my favorite. But yeah. There she be. And then here is the Parasite Fighter, the little, basically it's when you have somebody who's like a crack fighter pilot on your ship and they want something to do, they could jump in this guy and basically provide you escort. And the guns aren't super great, they're just little teeny little putz around guns. And why is that all busted up? Oh well. But yeah, it is just these are just little putz around ships. But it is kind of cool because also, why is this open? What cargo bay? Why are you doing this? Oh, that's unique. Huh. Oh, the game doesn't think that those are actually there. That's not great. Oh, Star Citizen. Why? Alright, that's fine. Here's what we'll do. Here's how we fix the problem! Bidweep. Sweet. And then... boop! And then... I'm gonna come over here, get some mood lighting. Sit down in the old pilot seat. Alright. Let's come over here. Let's open the exterior. There we go. And now, wait for everything to kind of do its thing. You get used to kind of hearing the various bits and bobs moving around. And we close. There it is. And we're going to go F4, and I'm just going to slowly watch that thing raise itself up. I don't know why why my cargo bay is so slow. But it is. It's just doing its thing, I guess. And there it is. Okay, cool. So now we're just going to go here, and then we're going to get that, and then... perfect. There we are. So now we're just going to go here, and I'm going to repair, restock, and refuel my hydrogen. And it used to be that you could kind of navigate away from the screen and it would just kind of do its thing. But now you kind of have to stick here and wait for it. And sometimes even then you kind of have to like navigate off the screen and then do it one at a time. I don't know why it just randomly just, again, breaks. But I chalk it up to being, just Star Citizen being Star Citizen. So yeah, we're going to just navigate away from that page. We're going to come back here. Oh, okay. It was just stuck on a loop. Yep, cool. Okay, so now that we're doing that, we're going to turn the engines off real quick. And I'm going to get out of this seat so you guys can kind of see the ship. So, the ship itself does have two sets of turrets. It's got my top turret and my bottom turret. Those are kind of in the nose, so this is the nose of the ship itself, kind of towards the front. And then eventually it looks like that there's going to be like some other... I know there's going to be eventually some other bits and bobs and pieces to the game, but for right now, it's still pretty neato burrito. I don't know where my little plushie guys went. Normally I have little plushie guys. Normally I have one little plushie guy here and I have another little plushie guy in here. But for some odd reason, my little plushie guys have vanished. Which is rude. Okay, but we're going to do some exploratizing, so we need some bullet. Alright, so I already have on me an S-38, so we're going to do that. We're going to take an LH-86, we're going to do that. We're going to take a Uberev, we're going to do that. You know what? I'm going to take a fancy Uberev. it is kind of a fancy little ship, but it's one of those things that it has served me well. Yes, I hear you over there, lady. You can yell all you want. Alright, so we're going to take a few different weapons, and I know there's going to be some other weapons that I will have that I will just find, but we are absolutely going to make sure that we take all of the necessary, we'll call it, precautions, to make sure that we have all of the right bullet. laser LH86, frag pistol, and then I know that we're going to come into those, so I'll just grab the ammo for them. Alrighty, and I do have an arrow, so we can put the arrow in here. And I have an AO3, so we'll do that. And then we can also grab my arrowhead ammo, and we can also grab my AO3 rounds if I have any, which is sometimes a thing, sometimes it's not. I do have more bullet here. Aha! I have lots of bullet. And so we've got even more bullet. I do have one AO3 magazine. So in my brain, I said AO3 magazine, and my brain immediately translated to, why do I have an archive of our own magazine? What is this? And for those of you who don't know, that's fine. Wait until you're older. Oh. Let's see here. P6LR. More of that. We can grab the apples. Apples. And we'll just move that. And again, because Knight is a horrible pack rat.
Oh, that's a good one. Oh, that is rich.
Yep, nope. Knight is absolutely a terrible, terrible pack rat. We have so many rounds. So many bullets! But we are going to do that. We're going to go, I already have the S38, so that one, that one, that one. We're going to go the holoscope. Let's take the Coda pistol, and we're going to do that. And we're going to do all of that. And we're just going to grab the suppressors kind of all at once, and we'll just grab that and do that all at once. All right, and perfect. 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 There. Okay. So yeah. Plenty of stuff with which to test. Okay. And I think that is all she wrote. Just make one last pass over to make sure that there is... Oh, look at there. I actually had more AO3 magazines. I just was blind. And let's go move that into... Oh, and the gallant. I guess I didn't realize I had a gallant. Cool. I will absolutely slap that in there because... Though I don't know that I have any gallant magazines. In fact, I'm positive I don't. Which is fine. We can always stop off somewhere and just get a whole bunch of them. Okay. And... I think we should be okay. Alright, and we're just going to... More food. And... grab a whole stack of Slim Fasts. Ta-da! Okay. Alright. But I was showing you guys the ship. So there's the nose, living quarters, and then in here. So in here is my cargo bay. It currently has some stuff crammed into it, but it works. Yeah, big old guns, big honking, stonking guns that I was trying initially to see if I could sell off, but they were, I think they're just being kind of goofy. And then back here, that is where you access the parasite fighter. But I never really access it because, well, it's just one person. So, let's enter my pilot seat and fly off into space for adventure. Turn on my engines, and the game is very realistic in that it does a lot with Connie Andromeda. There you go. So you can see that it's like neat here. It also does a lot of more realism that like you actually have to call the ATC in order to leave, and you have to call the ATC in order to land and all this other stuff. And thankfully I have all players get that, like the ATC for each facility as an automatic thing. Okay. And alright, come on. There we go. And then we're just gonna pull up my landing gear. And away we go. And there we go. So now you can, so now it's fully away. So perfect. Alrighty. And we're going to, there we go. So now I'm spooling up, and now I have to calibrate. And now, away! Oh, as I pushed the wrong button yet again. That was super anticlimactic. Okay, come on. Now. Away!
Oi, our work's not done here.
Where are we going?
Layout. You can check in with the rest stop med station so they can revive you there if things go south.
Where are we going? Not there. Not there, lady. I am not willing to. The thing is that if you're one player trying to do that mission, yeah, no, where am I going? Nowhere good. If the thing is, if you're one player that's trying to do that mission is meant to be a whole server-wide event. So if you're trying to do that mission and you are one person, oh my goodness, it hurts. It hurts a lot. It's no fun. And like the game itself is great that you can do as a single player. You can basically be a space trucker or a space delivery man. You can be a bounty hunter like I'm doing right now. You can work for the like security forces and help keep law and order and protect the corporations because man, this game has some real things to say about the corporations. Which I admittedly I enjoy the fuck out of because it's real silly. As we are just a flying. So we're in quantum now, so hopefully I'm a little bit closer to where I can pick up some other contracts. We're gonna go over here, and still nothing. But the other nice thing is that as you like traverse around traverse around the galaxy and around different galaxies, then, or I guess systems, not galaxies, systems. Um, but as you traverse around different systems, you'll actually pick up different bounties, and you'll be able to pick up different missions, and there'll be different stuff in general to do. I'm really excited for when the game goes to a more full release state. Maybe. I don't think it is. No, it is not. I had to think about I was like, what conversation did we have? Mm. So that is not. This sort of is, but sort of isn't. Fallout in Space. Fallout in Space is the one that I was referring to. That is Bethesda's other game, Starfield. That's Fallout in Space. Mm-hmm. This is the equivalent of. If I had to say anything, I would probably say this is the equivalent of just a simulator, just a space simulator. Really, the way that I always describe this game is Spaceman Spiff Simulator version whatever the hell. Eventually, they will have an actual story that goes along with the game that is a single-player story. And that'll be really interesting to try, admittedly, when it comes out. But I'm not really sure when it is coming out. Okay. So we're getting closer. The other thing about this game is that you want to have some stuff to do while you are in transit, because as you can see, this is not a short transit time. It's realistic in-game realistic, but realistic enough that transit isn't instant. Transit takes a while, and so, for instance, you can see in the bottom left-hand corner, I am now feeling a little. I'm feeling a little thirsty. So what I can do is I can actually step up away from the controls because it's in autopilot mode while it is in quantum. And I can go over here to my inventory. And now you can see all the stuff that I moved to my inventory prior to taking off. So I can grab this, and I can grab my little drink. If my guy will grab it. There it goes. And now I'm going to pop the top on this guy. There we go. And we'll just put this guy here for now. And I'm actually going to grab a single blue bilva. Little kiwi looking, or big kiwi looking fruit thing. And we're going to munch on that. And what that does is that is a hydrating fruit. So it'll also, and not only will it help my overall hydration if I'm feeling a bit thirsty, but it'll also make sure that, as I spin around, there we go, I will also make sure that it gives me a buff, effectively, that helps me to maintain my hydration levels for longer. Just like if you eat a bunch of watermelon. If you eat a bunch of watermelon, don't eat a ton of watermelon because, oh man, that's pain. That is genuine. That's genuine suffering right there. But if you eat a pleasant amount of watermelon, not too much watermelon, then you don't really feel thirsty. You're not super hungry either, and then you don't really feel thirsty for a while. And it's just there's so much water in your system. Yeah, pretty much. Oh no! I have goofed! I need to go to Hurston. Woo! Alright, here we go. So we're just gonna go here. And of course we're gonna fly into the sun. Ugh. There we go. I really wish that this game had like some solar shielding or something that like would allow you to block out the sun like that. Because goodness gracious. Okay. Okay. Hurston. Okay. Here we go. Okay. And actually, while I'm here, let's take a look. Let's see what other other missions and stuff are available. Because I've just come out of Quantum. So now you can see that there's different ones. There's still the salvage mission, but now there's different salvage missions. So we're gonna go over here, and I am gonna quantum again to Hurston. Boop. And we'll go here, because while we are doing that, we'll kind of you can actually see what the system looks like. So I am flying to Hurston, and Shapiro's last known location is here on Hurston. So now we are clearly approaching Hurston, so we're just gonna come out of that, and sweet. Okay, so 1.8 million miles more. So that tells me it's on the other side of Hurston. Probably at one of the moons or something. Okay. Turn that off and turn it back on. So now we'll take this orbital marker. And can we calibrate? Oh, okay. Apparently it was just having a moment. Okay. And we're just going to fly for a little bit and then see if it'll do its thing. There it goes. It was just, well, being Star Citizen. Alright, so let's find an orbital marker. Orbital marker 6, that'll work. So OM stands for orbital marker. Those are all around a planet so that you can quickly pop around it. So now, let's take a look at where we're supposed to be going. Okay, so contracts. So this guy, last seen in a cave on Hurston. Aha. So we are going to a cave. Alrighty. So we'll just go HDSF Adlai. Oh. Beach Vargas. Perfect. As soon as it wants to come, or it wants to calibrate a million times. There we go. And fly. So now, we are in, again, an autopilot for Quantum. But now we're going to go onto the planet's surface. Perfect. So you guys saw that that marker just swung back underneath of us. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for us to come to a stop. There we go. And we're going to swing back around. And because we are in Super Cruise, it is a faster version, or it's a faster flight, because we are essentially in Super Cruise mode before we hit Quantum. So I can fly significantly faster this way than I can if I'm flying with my I guess at combat speed. That's the word I'm looking for. So we're just going to continue to burn over there, as my thrusters are so powerful that it is causing my stuff to shake a little bit. No, generally, like, it's one of those things that, like, it's a unique little piece of the game itself that is, oh goodness, why stop that. There we are. There we are. Burning a little too much hydrogen. Alright, here we go. So we are fast approaching the last known location of this ding-dong.
Taking some fire. Get those outlaws off him.
Okay. So now, because I don't know what's down there, I'm going to turn off my...
Idris just arrived.
Yeah, I'm going to turn off my Super Cruise mode, and I'm going to switch to combat speed. So obviously I'm in atmosphere, so this thing is a big boy. So it's a big bird is not going to fly quite. Yeah, there you go. So now, because I didn't know what was down here, it's always good to make sure. So let's make sure we're not flying into anything. And so let's come over here and see what we've got. So that's Winston Hogel, and then Zaid Shapiro.
That javelin's taking a lot more damage than I'd like. Let's protect it.
Come on. Ah, okay. So apparently, there it goes. So he has decided he wants to do a thing. So now we can engage him. And oh, there we go. Boop. And then immediately his friend just takes off the second that he died. But that's okay. We're just going to continue to fly around. Ooh, goodness. Rude, sir. If I can actually put the... If I can put the crosshair on this guy, he's going to die very quickly. There it goes. And there he goes. There we go. Well, and while I'm here, let's go to my contracts. And now I have a whole bunch more. So let's go to my mercenary tab. So we've got a security contractor evaluation. Exterminate nest of Copion. What? I've never seen this one before. Hurst is seeking will contractor to exterminate Copion that have taken up residence in a cave on Hurston. They become an issue. We need a professional to resolve the situation. Papers are sent once they're eliminated. Restored to the guidance for Stanton Wildlife. Huh. Sure. Why not? Evict illegal occupants. Hurst is seeking contractor or occupants near Pickers Field. Site has been used to host numerous illegal activities. Aha. Authorized any actions necessary. Oh, I like that. So we're going to accept that offer for sure. Because that sounds spicy. Going to take a mercenary one. We're also going to pick up this security contractor evaluation. Come over here. We're also going to go mercenary, and I'm going to pick up this Nest of Copion one because that just sounds hilarious. Then we also have bounty hunter mission. So now we have some other ones. Okay, so now we have a verified freelancer bounty. So we're going to take this verified freelancer bounty. We're also going to take every other bounty mission that we can take, because each taking different bounties, so you can see, like MT Protection, Blackjack, Hurst, and Dynamics. All of these are different. So when you take them and you complete them the right way, then you get additional rep or reputation with the faction. So we are absolutely going to take all of these. But I'm not going to take this suspect apprehension, because this, as you see, mouthwash gargler, that's clearly not a bad guy. That's not an NPC. That is a player. We're going to do that. And bounty hunter, and boop. Okay, thank you. Okay, cool. So now we have several bounty hunter missions, several mercenary missions. So this illegal occupants on a cave on Magda. Okay. So we're on Hurston right now. HDSF Tompkins on Hurston. Okay, so this is on Hurston. So that's a good one. So we'll track that one right now, because I'd be willing to bet that's going to be one that will be an easy one to find. So we will now... Boop. Okay. And let's see, where do we have, what are we doing? Okay, so it's probably on the other side of the planet, which is to be expected. Alright, so we're just going to burn out of Atmo. Wow. If my... Okay. Whoa, what on earth is going on here? That would be delightful if I knew what was going on there. But that's fine. Yeah, so you can see that clearly other issues are going on with that, like, server-wide event, and I do not want to get mixed up in all of that nonsense. So we're going to keep burning into Atmo and fly with the sun directly in our eyeballs. There we are. Okay, so now... Cool. And we're just going to go upside down to the planet, because, you know, that's how you fly. It's one of the silly quirks of this game, where you just, like, ships will randomly just be like, ah, yes, I'm going to, like, super quantum speed, and I'm going to be upside down the whole way. It's real silly. Oh, and it's in the dark, too. I want you to do some sneaky work. Yeah, it's one of those things where I like the events. I really do. I enjoy it, but I also get so fed up with trying to fight off. Basically, if you're a one-man band and you're trying to fight off 1,000 dudes and also trying to get cargo, your ship will blow up 9 times out of 10, and it is less than ideal. Okay, so we're gonna hit tab, make sure that the ground is there doing ground things, and now let's actually see if I can fly in suit or if I can fly like. Hey, Nate. All right, let's see here. We're gonna go basically into super cruise mode, and then yep, cool.
Billy, with the CDF, that was disappointing. Gonna be hard for the people to trust the CDF if we don't do better than that the next time the Navy needs us. Signing off.
I love that she's like, oh gosh, it's gonna be hard to trust the CDF. No, lady, it's gonna be hard to trust you because you don't know how to get contractors for your operations. I'm fine, clearly. All right, and yeah, okay. So now we're gonna turn that off, and now we're just gonna come in hot this way because I don't know what's down there, and I'd rather have my shields up, and I'd rather not have any BS. Yeah, flying the ships at night is kind of a dicey gambit because you always have to be like, okay, where is the ground?
Special Agent Dooley here. Xenothreat just kicked the hell out of the Navy. They're pushing forward. I need any volunteers to step up and fight back. Sign up through your contract manager if you're willing and available. Dooley out.
Okay, so now we got something coming up. Okay. So it looks pretty flat, all said and done. Yeah, Hurston Dynamics controlled area. Okay. Attack on Xenothreat. Alright, so now we're going to come down this way. We're just going to... Okay. And once again, I don't want to smash into anything. No, thank you. Let's turn on my lights. And now, with my lights, you can now see. So we'll go here. We'll just kind of see about zooming in. So now you can see, there we go. We got the scope. But now you can see that so that is a little base over there. So we're going to come over this way, and we're just going to hit tab. And we're just going to fly. Because I would like to not slam into the terrain. Alright, so there is the door. Looks like there's some nonsense that may have occurred. But looks like just a lot of boxes and junk going on here. So we're going to deploy our landing gear. And, yep, there we go. And you can see that the ship is telling me, hey, you're near proximity to something, so be careful. And so it gives you an idea to kind of watch how you're landing and where you're landing. And now, badunk.
Landing complete.
Cool. And now let's take a look. So always a good habit to get into to use the exterior view and just make sure kind of how you're sitting. So looks to me like we are sitting a little cockeyed-y, but that's okay. We can fix that pretty easy. So we're just going to go here, and we're just going to kind of hop up.
Takeoff complete.
Okay, come on. Oh, there. Ooh, okay. Yep, there we are. just a little bit backwards. There we go. And now, once again, we will do this. Yep, that's much better. Okay. So now it looks like we're doing okay. So we'll just go back into the ship. And I'll turn off my engines, because that's just a good thing to get into a habit of. Because I don't know why this game does this, but every now and again, you'll turn off, like, if you get out of your ship and leave the ship all the way running, every now and again your ship will just randomly bounce into the air, and you'll think that you're trying to get out, and suddenly you'll realize, like, as you're mid-walk to the door, you're just like, because you'll see that the ground is significantly further away than it needs to be. But, well, yep, there we go. I was like, come on. Oh, goodness. Okay. So, the weapon that we're going to be using, at least for this one here, is the S-38. So we'll just take a look at this guy. The S-38, it is a ballistic pistol, so it is just bullets. The magazine has 20 rounds in it. That's kind of nice. The bearing uses size 1 everything, so it can use size 1 scopes, it can use a size 1 silencer, or flash hider, or muzzle brake. Generally, not a terribly, bad gun. We'll come over here. There we go, so you guys can see it. So, whoa, okay. That's a thing. Oh. That's silly. Yeah, so sometimes you'll see that, like, stuff just kind of clips for no reason. I think it's because my FOV is a little bit out. Let's change that real quick. So let's go to I think it's in here as FOV, my FOV slider. Maybe it's under graphics, because I feel like, huh? Yeah, no, oh, there, field of view. Yeah, 116. So let's scale that down a little bit, shall we? Maybe to 110. Ah, nice. Welcome back. All right, we're gonna scale that down a little bit to like 108. We'll see if that helps at all. No, it does not. Which is weird. I don't understand why some things do it and some things don't. It's kind of odd, admittedly. I'm not a huge fan. But it's getting better, because clearly I'm zooming further into this. So I think probably like 100. So graphics. We'll go all the way down. And we'll go to like 100. And we'll see if that helps me out at all. Eh. Ugh. That is so silly. I don't understand why the game does that. I assume that it's going to be something that they will eventually correct, because what's going on is that what we are seeing is as the game zooms basically behind my shoulder, you're seeing my shoulder pad clip, effectively. Ah. Okay, gotcha. Alright, well, we're going to have to engage FOV all the way in, which is silly, but is what it is. We're going to go here. Let's go to 94. Wow. Game. Why? All right. I'm not going to swing my FOV way in so you guys can see. That's just one of those things that it's frustrating to me because it's like, why is this a thing? But there. So now you can actually, again, you can see your arms. So just silly. Yeah. So I guess we'll just have to kind of have to strafe a little bit to see where in the hell I'm aiming. All right. And open. No, no, stop that. There. So we are ever so slowly going down here. I don't know why the cargo bay is so oppressively slow, but for some odd reason it is. Alrighty. So you can see up in the top right corner that there are 5 hostiles remaining. So there were probably some security forces that were here and died. So now we're about to go into the sub-level and find them. Find the bad guys and shoot them real good. Okay. Ah, interesting. Okay. So, the other thing I like about doing these missions is that, as you guys saw the other night, there are those little red chests around that usually have goodies in them. Okay, so that is a bad guy for sure.
Shit, where did he go?
Ugh, okay. I wish... Oh, interesting. Okay. I didn't realize that I lost them.
Let's take a look.
I'm probably just going to have to take off my armor. Like, it's silly, but I'm probably going to have to do that so I can actually see what in the heck I'm doing.
You see anything?
There. Take that off. What? Okay, well that's unique. And also new. Can I please equip this? Yep. I love this. Can you just put it on the ground, please? What on earth here? Okay, we're just... Can you... Store. Will you store it, please? Oh, it won't because... Yeah, thank you. Like, give me my stuff, for God's sake. Alright. We're gonna crouch, press F. There! Spam the rounds, and eventually he dies.
We need to find them now.
Okay. There we go. There, so now you can see, obviously. And... there we are. So I caught a few bullets, but, ultimately doing okay. So... oh, that's the target. Alright, so the target can just, you know, do target things. We're going to... Okay, can you... How about equip? Yes? There. I don't know why that was so stankin' hard. But apparently it was. Oh. Okay, I wonder what it's clipping into. I suppose we will find out. Okay. Come here, bad guy. I know they're there. Probably helps if I actively... There we go. And perfect. Alright, and let's use my paramed device on me. There we go. Med gun myself. And just like I said, we were going to come across a handful of guns. So the P4 is a basic assault rifle. We are going to absolutely take all the bullets, take the health, leg armor. See ya. Game. Why must you be this way? The gun. Star Citizen is having a moment tonight. I'm telling you. There. Not real sure why, but my God, it's decided it wants to have a moment. Yep. So it looks like everybody had the AR. Nope. Yep. One guy had the SMG. And what do you have on your pants? A lot of health items. Heck yeah. Guy first because again he had that, and then we loot this guy. There we are. Yeah, if one of these yoo-hoos happened to have had a shotgun or something, that would be much more dangerous. Stand up, and we're not doing that. Okay. So the P4, we'll just, here we go, so you kind of see that. So P4 is a ballistic. It normally can have an underbarrel and flash hiders, silencers, that sort of thing. It just shoots straighter. Pretty good for like medium engagements, especially when you have the scope. Because the other nice thing about this gun is that by pressing B or Bravo, by pressing the B key, you can actually switch it between a single fire and a full auto. So it gives you a little more. And the C54, the C54, SMG, it only has full auto. Has 45 rounds. Like, it handles size 1, so compensator, the reflex sight, all the good jazz. Typically, it is a weapon that I like to use in a burst fire. And we'll just go over here so you guys know. And Gemini does a lot of those, like, kind of super, like, sort of techno-y weapons. As I rustle around in my backpack for an M or for a magazine that I don't have. But that's okay. And then you guys heard what the P4 was doing earlier by just virtue of them shooting at me with it. So let's see what else is around whilst I am down here. Haha! Another bad man who is very dead. So he didn't have anything. However, I can pick up this. So this is the Custodian SMG. It is a laser SMG. It is a little more bulky. It's made by Kodak Arms, or sorry, Techno slash look to it. Kind of a unique deal. So this thing has a standard full auto. It does have a burst fire, or it does have another mode where you charge it up, and you can see the bar as it charges, and then it fires a huge burst, and it jumps like a mother. But it also does a crap load of damage. I normally prefer to fire on it, which EMOD is essentially the energy equivalent of a not a flash hider, a compensator. That's the word I was looking for. It is the energy equivalent of a compensator. The Custodian also can handle a lot of the... you'll see more size 1 or size like 2 weapons come with the attachments already on them. I'm not quite sure why that is. But here's a perfect example. So that right there, this is a Karna. A Karna laser assault rifle. So much like the other weapons, it is, or just like the other SMG, the Custodian that we just saw, this guy is a either full auto or it is a charge mode. Your charge mode basically it's a railgun, and then otherwise, if you get an EMOD on this thing, it's very accurate over range. It is quite enjoyable to use. And then I think, yep, so this has a flash hider. So we're just going to come over here. We're going to pull the flash hider off if it'll let me. There it goes. So pull the... I guess the flash... It's not letting me pull the flash hider off, which is quite silly. But, hey. We have other ways to do that. Here, so... Then we've got the shotgun, the LMG. So... Pick up a whole bunch of stuff. C54, let's just keep that on there. And the Karna, I know where I can actually buy some, so I can actually just take this. And now we can put that on the ground. And perfect. Yep. So now the P8SC. It is a ballistic submachine gun. Kind of let you guys... Very much a more, I guess, modern looking as a little laser on the bottom. I'm going to take the laser off of this guy because I really like those little lasers. Come here, laser. Go into my inventory. Okay, well then. Even at range. They are arguably one of my favorite weapons to use. It is just a very, like, accurate weapon. Very utilitarian. Be able to, if I can, here. So let's go. Oop, no. And we're just going to put that away. So now, if I go here, I can actually select my SMG, if it'll let me. And we will loot these guys, and then we will try and get the hay out of here. Ah, the F9, or the F5. Fun gun, silly gun. Ooh, give me all of your goodies. I will take those, thank you. Share. It's not my birthday, but share. Cool. Ahaha. We're just gonna loot some more. The SMG. And we have 17 minutes until the area decides that we're trespassing and starts to try and blow up my ship. Kind of wander around here. And that was that med gun that I was using earlier. It's just that was some refills, which is always good to grab if you've got extras, because I don't know a single player that doesn't like to have them along. They're just good to have. Oh, nice. So we got a little multi-tool action and got a little cutter attachment for it. Also, apparently my guy is feeling like a big old chunky chungus because he is sucking down water like crazy. Wow. I'm really surprised there haven't been any little red boxes. Been the little med boxes. Which, I mean, hey, med boxes are still. Combat knife, and got another fancy pyro tool, which is always nice. Having the little fancy, there would have been a, I would have expected that there would have been a, like a where it's hard, the little, a gun box. But no. Okay. And we'll take one last, nothing around here. And harvesting, I guess, gathering up the various little bits, bobs, odds, and ends that are down here. But thankfully, we might have, actually we will have some time, which is great. So we'll be able to go down, and I'll be able to get the LMG, and you guys can see that, and the shotgun. And I'll grab some shotgun ammo. Open like this is that once your ship is open, I can actually just jump in, and now you can see that I can access the vehicle inventory from this screen here. Sorry, I don't have to worry about putzing with a whole lot of stuff. I can just do that and then run directly back. And now we've got to play run real fast. Alrighty. So let's, while I'm going down here, let's do that. And do I have a... I don't, surprisingly. I thought I might have a, like a little smoothie thing, but I didn't, which is okay. So all we're going to do is we're going to pull out my pistol, and we're just going to be max sprint. And we're going to come over here, and we're going to grab the shotgun, and we're going to grab the LMG. Perfect. And we're going to grab some more shotgun ammo here whilst I'm looking at it. And then I'm just going to grab the Karna because I know that there are several folks that like having this weapon around. turrets come online and start trying to tear my ship apart. I do admit that I actually really like the fact that this used to only give you 15 minutes, which it felt so short. Now that it gives you 30 minutes, it is so much nicer. Ah. All right. Julio Iglesias. To be painfully slow. I'm not really sure why it sometimes is just so painfully slow, but it is. My concern grows. All right. We're just gonna cool. And now, because I have these, the other nice thing is that because I have these two little like slots over there, I can actually take and I can go here, shotgun, and then my LMG, and we'll place that. Doop. Sweet. We go. With 9 minutes to spare. Heck yes.
Landing complete.
And then we are going to... In fact, I already have the exterior closed. So we're going to turn on the engines. And liftoff! And there we go. So as you guys can see, it doesn't necessarily matter what, I guess it comes down to personal preference for what guns you like and what guns you'd like to use. We'll get out of this guy. You can see it should be stable, but let's go into the pilot seat. Let's get out into space first. There we go. So we got a little bit of shaking, but that's okay. There we go. Burn out into the like suborbit. There we are. I guess really the stratosphere kind of area. Yeah, that'll be fine. Should be okay. Perfect. So you guys can see that this guy is just a single shot. S38 is a single shot. It is, honestly, it's very effective at it. Don't really have anything negative to say about it, I guess. Yeah. All right. And so we're going to move all of that stuff to the ship's inventory. Pull the stuff that I want back. Okay. And perfect. All right, and we're going to look at the LH-86. The LH-86 is another one by Gemini. It can use all of the normal stuff, so it can use all of the standard, size 1 stuff that the SC30 or the S38 does. If memory serves, however, there is something unique about the LH-86. So we're going to get on. Okay, LH-86, perfect. And then, because I like to have suppressors on my sidearms, just it tends to be something that is helpful for me. So we're just going to use this. So here we go. Ah, it's doing that thing again. Silly thing. So we're just going to have to crouch, which is silly. All right. You can see that, just again, it's a ballistics pistol. However, you can see in the bottom right-hand corner, do you notice that it has those three? I guess you can't really see that. I'm sorry, because my big old head is in the way. In the bottom corner, you can see when you're selecting like your fire mode, you can see what kind of fire mode the weapon has. This one, in the bottom right-hand corner, you can actually, you can't really see, 3 bullets instead of just 1 bullet, which means that this weapon fires at full auto. So, a unique pistol in that it can function as a, but this weapon can function as a CQC weapon, which is kind of nice. I'm also going to drop that apple on the floor so that way then I can pick it up. You guys will find if you ever decide to play Star Citizen, every now and again, Star Citizen just kind of has a moment, and it doesn't really want to allow you to pick anything up and hold it. So you kind of have to drop stuff. You kind of have to do a little janky stuff. You have to kind of drop it on the ground and then carry to try and like pick it up out of my inventory, but for whatever reason it's not. So instead, I drop it on the ground. Then it's on the ground there, and I can grab myself an apple and munch on that. And you can see that the water is going up, which is nice because again, it's just additionally allowing me to, giving me additional benefits to doing it that way. And then you can see that the blue bilva, well, that was fascinating. Oh, it just randomly stuck it in my inventory instead. Okay. So we're going to carry that. Come here. And then... there we go. So now I'm at 100. And you can see my beautiful face. Before, boop. All right. So now... the sun's coming up here. Let's see what other contracts we have. Oh, okay. So we've got way more now. Again, Bounty Hunter. We've got the priority one. This attack on Xeno threat. Kind of But now we have eradicate all nests. Assist in defending site. So what is this? Hearst Dynamics. Contractors several nests, preventing departments from surveying relevant caves for resources. The guide for Stanton Wildlife. Okay, sure. We'll do that. And then we'll also, for the mercenary, we'll also go assist in defending site. HDSF Rufus on Hurston. Okay, so we're still on Hurston, and this is HDSF Rufus. We will see if Rufus still holds true. The joke is that when Berger and I were playing Star Citizen ways back, for whatever reason, HDSF Rufus would cause some real goofy shenaniganery to occur. Not really sure why. That was the one. So, we have Rufus, and we are tracking it. I'm going to track Rufus. Here we go. Cool. Now we're going to enter the pilot seat, and away. Okay, perfect. Okay. So we're going to spool up. I do like that quantum transit, so we are going to fly directly towards the sun, shockingly, because the game loves to point the sun in your eyeballs. All right. And oh ho ho. So we're going to be engaging at dusk effectively. I do enjoy the like ambiance of kind of how things change. Right ourselves, and away we go. So we're in super cruise mode, so let's just stick in the stratosphere so that way then we can kind of get the most bang for our buck. And let's see here. Yep, so we are at 19.5 kilometers out. The one nice thing about this super cruise mode is that, yes, my shields, if you notice in the top here, we are already nearly right on top of it. So now I'm going to switch off my super cruise mode. And now we can just kind of bear down directly on the target if need be, because now you can see my shields are all the way charged up in the top left-hand corner on that left-hand display. That now, if there are some like turrets or something crazy, then I'll be able to tank some shots before I need to GTFO. Yep, another little base. And let's turn on my lights. Oh, I guess I already had my lights on. Yep, so here we are. It's another little place very similar to what we just did. So we're just gonna go here. I really wish that because these look like, I mean, they're obviously like, specifically I'd really love to see just land here. But what I'd really love to see is I'd love to see like some kind of land vehicle, like some kind of like little ATV or some kind of something that kind of shows how these guys got here, you know? Because it's not like they're just, as has been mentioned several times before, it's not like these guys are just kind of hoofing it.
Hydrogen fuel is at 75%.
Oh,
Takeoff complete. Landing complete.
all right, so let's see here. How are we looking? We are parked on something. So we're going to just scoochy ourselves a little bit. And bonk. Okay. Perfect. I'm a little nosed forward, but that's fine. And we'll just do that. And turn off the engines. So we have... Oh. Kind of shook around a little there. All right, so we have 10 hostiles remaining here. So... The LH will definitely get a workout. Okay. So let's put this away for right now. And now we come back over here. Open the cargo bay. There we go. And once again, the world's slowest elevator. Oh, so well, a bad guy just got smoked, which means there must be security forces down here. So I'm going to have to watch my fire. And that can happen sometimes, where there are friendly security forces that are on site and trying to help secure the location. Okay. Ship, please don't do that. Alright. But I will still have to watch my crossfire, because I don't want to nick somebody and then have a whole bunch of people be real upset. Because you can catch a crime stat for doing, like, for accidentally nicking a good guy. Alright. So here we are, sub-level. Oh, yeah, so you can hear. But I'm not gonna go out there just yet. None of that. We're gonna loot. And there we go. You can see that good call, because I got a Lumen SMG. Okay. Alright, so we're just gonna stay crouched so that we are a smaller target on top. That it also just, makes it easier.
Damn, they're gone. Let's find them.
Okay. Bad guys, where did you go?
So we better search high and low to find them.
I bet they're upstairs. Yeah.
Let's go to work.
Okie dokie. Now, where are... Anytime these little closets are open, it's... Oh! Ooh, so now you can see in the bottom left-hand corner, I have a Tier 3 injury. Tier 3 injuries do, as you can see, there's a red mark on my health bar.
Whatever it was, it's
And
gone now.
it actively removes a part of my health. And anytime these elevators are open, it always is additionally dicey, because it's like, okay, what's missing? Oop.
Take him out!
Oh.
Be right back.
Alright. So there's a guy up there. And while he's doing his thing over there, we're just going to take my med gun. And then... There we go. Julio Iglesias. And then... Here we are. And now...
Don't let the bastard escape. Find him.
Perfect.
Damn it! We need to find where they went.
Okay. So we will loot the bodies later.
Letting him escape is unacceptable, damn it.
So you can see that this guy, he got dead. He got real dead. There we go. So again, not a terrible. Oh yeah, you can melee with any weapon. So let's see. We got 2 guys left. I'm sure that the LH-86 will get this guy. Yeah. So again, it doesn't take very many rounds to put these guys down. And it helps that they're not wearing a whole lot of armor. So against unarmored targets, you can see that sidearms are perfectly fine. They're probably one of my favorite ways to engage these guys. Boop! They're probably one of my favorite ways to engage these guys just because, in general, if you're not having to worry about packing rifles and everything else, then it gives you a lot more freedom to use kind of whatever other weapons that these guys are packing, and then kind of abscond with them for yourself. These guys are the Nine Tails, so you're going to see a lot of the, like, you know, 9 motif come up. So let's see here. Yep, this guy. Okay, and then it looks like this guy had a P4 AR that he picked up off somebody. But we are going to grab, again, the C4, or C54. And then we're just going to going to continue to come over here and just loot these bodies and take stuff. Yeah, that guy had a shotgun somehow. So it looks like the bad guys that got dead up here probably were engaged with a security force, and then like their heavy, yeah, you can see their heavy guys died. So the heavy guys died to the security force over here, and go you, dude. I'm very impressed. All right. Yeah. Very impressive that that guy managed to, or that those guys managed to kill like a whole bunch of dudes. All right. And then Wow Blast. So the Wow Blast is a silly gun. It's a Nerf blaster. Just a silly kind of for fun weapon. But I am going to grab all your stuff. Yep. And then these guys are the AR guys. Okay. Ah, yep, here's where the rest of their stuff is at, where the rest of the like attack or the security force was at. So they kind of tried to hold out in here, and it did not go well for them, which is unfortunate, but not that unfortunate. Because if you're mulling around and you've got any of those guys still remaining, they get real uppity real quick. And so it's then a matter of you kind of have to just say, okay, I gotta just run through and grab what I can, or you basically leave one dude alive until you're all done. Okay. The Scion Compensator, we're going to take that off. And we're going to take this Delta Reflex off. Oh, come on, you goofy goober. There it is. Then I'm going to take that magazine, I'm going to take that out. And we're going to toss this onto the ground. Because I spy with my little eye a Karna. Oh, right. And then we pick this up. There. And just come over here. Give me all your stuff. More assets in this game that are eventually going to be utilized. Okay. So I'm pretty sure that I have grabbed basically everything that's of any real value. The only thing would again be just stripping the magazines and like pulling the guns up and everything else. Did I pull everything from here? Oh, I did not. Weird. Okay. Sometimes, huh. Alrighty. Cool. Yep, so now we just, again, away we go. Hey. And cleared that out pretty quick. Yeah, so those contracts that just randomly pop up like that, sometimes they are what are called, come on. Ah, there we go. I was about to say the world's slowest pull-up. Here we go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this lumen, and I'm going to dunk it in there. And we'll take this bearing, and we'll dunk it in there. And take the reflex, and we will peel the reflex off of there. And we'll put that flash hider in, and then put my Karna away. Okay. Here. Perfect. And pilot seat, and I can show you kind of what I was talking about with the weird contracts. So, if we go into contracts, you can see that offers, you can see that there's a whole bunch of them right here, but you can see they're verified. So like if I go to the bounty hunter, or I go to the priority, or the mercenary one, that's another assist and defending site. So Tamara on her reputation. That's the word I was looking for, reputation, for Hurston Dynamics. However, you can also appointment. Come see me to see a pet free and willing to work hard. If you stop by area 18 in time, I can see about cutting you in. Just find me when you get here, Twitch. But you have to make it inside of 4 minutes. you got a delivery, some go fish, some sketchy stuff. Clearance sale going down at a dead freelancer, and Nine Tails are looking for a runner to grab a box of shipment B and haul it to reclamation and disposal on Orinth. So perfect gig for somebody who wants to degreen their rep. Word of warning: security's been increased in the presence. Take appropriate precautions. So that's one of those things that you have to either get a mercenary, scrap Yukon. Yeah, so here, got straight to the point. Yeah, Yukon Vierns needs to be dead, and I want you to do it. Won't be alone. Eustace Piles, you get paid for taking out Vierns. I'm pretty sure that's like and that's like an actual like security NPC. Then you got demolition missions, so all kinds of interesting missions. And then these are unsecured, and then I don't really mess with the unverified stuff. It's a lot of risk. Not a fan. But there's all kinds of other ones that are really good. You get these search ones that basically they are actual salvage claims that basically vehicle claim, vessel was lost, so you go find it, and then once you Zeta. Ha! I am not a jumbo shrimp, Jiffy. Thank you. There we go. Also, if there are any viewers on YouTube right now, we are currently live on Twitch. I normally would have somebody kind of checking Twitch for me to check for redeems, but as of right now, it's just little old me. So unfortunately, I can't see or interact with that chat if you are on YouTube at the moment. Eventually, I will be able to, kind of take a look at that, but it's not exactly a clean system. Okay. So we had plenty of time to kind of be putzing around here. And we have left the private property. Alright. And we'll just kind of set our... And now, once again, we will... Oh! There we go. Perfection. Alright. So... take here, go here. Try and combine stuff as I find it. So these little WoW Blast magazines. I can show you the WoW Blast because it's just a real silly thing. And we'll do that. Yeah, sweet. Cool. And oh, those are stacking better this time. I like that. That's nice. Alrighty, so the WoW Blast is a silly thing. It is... We're just going to take... And we will equip the WoW Blast. The WoW Blast is, again, it's a Nerf gun. So... and you just... you can shoot other... See, it's just kind of shooting little Nerf darts. It's a real silly kind of thing, but it's... And... you can even turn on... So you can activate the noisemaker. It's just real silly. And there are a lot of players that will kind of goof with it from time to time. Yeah, start a Nerf war. It's Nerf or nothing. Yeah. Got a whole bunch of those silly things. And you'll find them. Clean up my inventory a little bit here. Dookie. Put that there. P6LR. That's actually a really high-powered sniper rifle. It's super cool. Very much a kind of one and done, sit your ass back down kind of rifle. The stream is lagging on my end. Maybe? I'm not seeing anything like as far as packet loss, but that's always a possibility. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. My phone was like, oh, yeah, you need to take your meds. And then I looked at my phone, and my phone is at like 5%. You, charge your phone. Mr. Pickle. Okay. Here, or maybe you can. Pickle Pants has decided that he has thoughts and opinions about what's going on. So he's decided that it is time to voice his concerns about the current state of the world. All right. So the next one that we are going to kind of mess around with here is one that I actually really enjoy. Like it's a silly, a little more unique. That is the Salvo Frag Pistol. It is essentially a come here. There. Oh, there. Oh. Apparently those magazines do not want to stack right now. Okay. And the Salvo Frag Pistol. Now, I have more rounds for it, thankfully. I didn't realize, or I didn't think I had enough, but it's always good to make sure. So, that shot will be kind of, instead of X aim time plus 15%, it's a size 1, kind of how that works. No, mercenary, nope, accepted. So now we can just go to HDSF Tamar. And once again, we are going to Bravo and spool up. And I bet I need to be a little more into the atmosphere. Or out of the atmosphere, more like. Because the game will not allow you to quantum if you are close enough to the surface of a planet. Yep, so you can see right there, quantum travel disabled in atmosphere. Let me zoom in and you can kind of see that. So, quantum travel disabled in atmosphere. So, we're going to go up a little bit further into the See if we can. Oh, probably helps if I put up my landing gear. And the game is very realistic in that like you will not be able to um, like travel very quickly if your landing gear is down. And there we go. Active bounty evaluation. Contract failed. Huh. Probably somebody else turned it in. Because that is a thing. When players accept bounty contracts, sometimes two players can have the exact same bounty. And it's not uncommon, but it's definitely not a common thing either. I wonder if that was timed. But no, but it's very possible that somebody else turned it in. Okay. Okie dokie. And since we are above here, we're just going to continue in the Super Cruise mode. And now let's take a look. So we are at 19 kilometers out. So we'll definitely continue to just kind of fly here. And perfect. So now, once again, turn that off. Let's hit tab, see where the topography is, and then head on down. And again, because it's dark. Let's see if I can. Yeah. All right. Okay. Yep, there it is. Hurston Dynamics controlled area. Also, for any of you guys who are interested in Destiny, there is the Iron Banner is going to be coming back here very soon, is my understanding. And there's going to be some new stuff for the Iron Banner. I'm really excited because I think they're bringing back Claws of the Wolf this season. And I always enjoyed utilizing that pulse rifle. It's a lot of fun. I'm really excited to see how things continue to change. I am really excited because it looks like they're slowly bringing back weapons from Season of Saint, which means that my favorite auto rifle will hopefully get a reprisal. It was a phenomenal weapon, so again, I hope like heck that it gets a reprisal. And that is it is the Steel Feather Repeater. I really hope that it gets some love. Okay. And we're just going to put down right here because thankfully this is like I was like, what is it doing? Perfect. Landing complete. All right, and we're gonna turn off the engine. We're gonna get out of this guy. Yeah. Alrighty. Now I know that for whatever reason the planet is causing my character model to lag a little bit, but hopefully that doesn't cause my audio to lag for you guys at all, or at least not much. Hopefully. Okay, and we're just going to kind of combine all of these. Nice. Love it when that works. Okie doke. And before we leave the ship, because we are starting to be a little bit thirsty, I believe that heavy armor must have an additional, like, modifier on your thirst, which admittedly wouldn't surprise me. Okay. Now we're going to crouch, and we're going to pick up the apple. We're going to stand back up, and we're going to consume apple. Apple consumed. And might as well just continue to get the stuff out of my inventory. Yeah. Ooh.
Hey, it's frozen on our end. Do you know that?
Oh, I had no idea it was frozen on your guys' end.
I believe so. Somebody mentioned it, and it's just sitting like in a thinking spiral on my end. Let me reload Twitch and see if
Hmm.
that fixes it.
That could be. I know Twitch has been also having some problems. So,
Okay, yeah, there we
it,
go. It
yep.
reloaded, but yeah, Prime mentioned that it was lagging or something on his end.
Ah, that tracks.
Okay, cool, cool. I just wanted to hop in and let you know about that, just in case.
I appreciate that, Jiffy.
Yeah, absolutely. I will continue listening to stream. I'll probably be going to sleep here soon for
Yeah.
work in the morning.
Yep. That honestly is probably once we're done with this little encounter here, that's probably where I'm headed.
I don't blame you. Well, I will. I'll see you Sunday, and I'll talk to you a little bit later.
Sounds good.
See ya.
See ya. Okay. And we will pop this guy open, and again, descend with the world's slowest elevator. Interesting that I have 89% on my oxygen. As that thing just continues to jiggle along a little bit. Perfection. Okay. And we have 8 of 10. And we're down to the sub-level. I always have to laugh that once I get into the sub-level, then everything kind of clears itself up. Or when I get onto my ship, then everything kind of clears itself up. I don't know why planet surfaces just causes everything to kind of hiccup for a little bit. Alright, we're just gonna come over here. Alright, and I see a bad guy already. Yeah, so this is a shotgun pistol, so clearly, like, engaging from this distance, not smart. But I can absolutely engage from closer distance.
Let's go to work.
So there we are. Yep. And yeah, as you can see, you only need, when you charge it all the way up and you choke all the way down, you only need one shot. It's very effective. But it's just kind of an interesting one because it is one where you kind of need to be aware of what the weapon is and like what its limitations are, because if you're not watching and you're not kind of paying attention to this thing's limitations, you gracious.
This gang slipped me. We can't let him get away.
We need to find them.
Lambs to the slaughter. Yep, and then if you overcharge, you can see right there where when I overcharged
I
it,
see ya.
woo, that's a boy with an LMG. All right, we're just gonna come around here and skadoop. Ooh. There we go. Had to plug him a couple of times, but that worked. There we are. Oop, come on. Perfect. Homie doesn't have anything. There we are. Huh. Interesting. So it looks like that maybe there was another player here, because that is a med pen. So we'll take that and that. Cool. A Demko. He's got a full LMG battery stuffed in his trousers. I mean, that's one way to be packing, I guess. Oh, this guy was trying to be clever, and he picked up the Karna upstairs, and so he was trying to use that. Yep. Aha! And the Devastator. So this is an energy shotgun. Yep. So this is an energy shotgun. It is very much the exact same way as the pistol is. Just... And then you can see that, you know, it's a bit more spread out. The more that you charge this guy, it'll also do more damage. But you can overcharge it. It looks... There. Apparently there's just some magazines that were just kind of thrown around. But hey, it's okay. Oh boy. And got another one of these guys. Mostly the colored little multi-tools, they're really just aesthetics more than anything else. Ah, yep, here's where they were holding out once again. So we'll grab my pistol. And then we'll just continue to, and then we will store that. And then this guy, we will holster it. Perfect. And just holster. What? And then there we go. Sometimes it's just kind of squirrely. And then there we go. Heck yeah. Oh. Okay. Well, that was certainly interesting. And once again, this guy. Ah, yep. Okay, I wondered how you could break all that out. So that is the old inventory. I like the fact that you can go to the old or the new inventory. That is nice. I do like that. I like that a lot. All right. That was interesting, but hey. Okie dokie. And then we're just gonna scour around in here. All right. Perfection. What do we have in here? Just more meds. Which more meds is never a bad time. I'm actually really surprised that we haven't seen more red crates, guys. Most of the time there are a minimum of like 2. But I suppose also you can get unlucky. And let's empty this magazine. And then click. There we go. And now we'll swing over here. And we'll keep the frag pistol for right now. And then I'm going to grab this LMG. Perfect. And aha, that's right. I was like, why do I have a aha? Yes. So anyway, we'll just take this guy, and I don't really use the Devastator as much, but it is kind of a neat idea because it does have, it can use a barrel, a size 3 barrel, for the E-mod and like the suppressor. So it's essentially an energy shotgun that just is real goofy. But I want to say that you can pick it up from some shops. I want to say the Devastator is available for sale, but I'll just go like that. And perfect, perfect. Ah, look at there. Completely walked past this guy earlier. Make sure I didn't walk past anything else, like a goofy goober. All right. And headed up to the surface. All right. So as soon as we get ready and we get in the ship, guys, I think that'll be a good place to call it. The one thing you do have to keep in mind about Star Citizen, though, you can't just stop playing whenever you want. When you are playing this game specifically, if I tried to log out, if I tried to like, because it's an MMO and everything is persistent, if I try to log out while I'm on my ship, I can theoretically log out in the bed on my ship. However, it's not recommended. That tends to bork things pretty quick. The more, we'll call it recommended thing to do is to go to a planet, or go to a docking station and get all your stuff done there. All right. What does my magazine look like for that guy? Ooh, goodness. Yeah, so you can see that this guy, like the spread is much more intense. But then if I charge it up, you can see much tighter. Yep, and even there you can see significantly tighter. And just a just solid weapon. Solid weapon. So we'll take this guy and we will plonk that in the ship. And all right. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining me here this evening on kind of wandering around and generally checking out some of the, we'll call it some of the more base and some of the just very consistent sidearms of the Star Citizen universe. There are still 2 more, and one of them is arguably my favorite. Um, the one that is arguably my favorite, longtime viewers of the channel know that Knight is an absolute sucker for lever action weapons. Anything that is lever action, in whether it is fanning the hammer on a revolver or running the lever on a rifle, Knight is a huge fan. And the Coda pistol, is a revolver. It hits like a truck. It is so strong. Way stronger than it sometimes has any right to be, but it is great. I enjoy it quite a bit. There we go. And we're just going to do that. And away we go. Into the wild blue yonder. Ooh, hey, how about we don't? I realized that I was spinning significantly and just about spun to my doom. And we have left the private property and are now headed into the stars. And we'll have the altimeter swing us around here, and if I can I orient myself using the there. It's like orient myself using the planet, please and thank you. There. And now get into the stars. There we are. And we are once again in the stratosphere over Hurston. Okay. Well, guys, again, thank you so much for joining me here this evening. I'm honestly, I really like this game. It's a lot of fun. If you guys ever are interested in joining me on any of the games that I happen to play, feel free to just drop me a line. I promise I'm not that scary. I honestly enjoy playing games with folks. It is one of the ways when I was going through cancer and I was going through chemo specifically. It was one of the ways, probably one of the only ways, that I interacted with people. So games in general have a hold of a special place in my heart, and I'm always up for hanging out with folks and playing. So just drop me a line, shoot me a message on Discord, shoot me a message on Steam, whatever happens to work for you. But as always, again, thank you for joining us, and be good to yourselves. Take care of each other, and I will catch you all in the next one. But until then, later, guys.